The movie is starting!
Oh my goodness.
Hey everybody, welcome back to The Movie is Starting. I am one of your hosts, Jeremiah.
I'm your other host, Chris.
And today we are joined by...
Church of the Game Grinder, also one half of the Game Tenants podcast.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Returning guest, yay!
And what are we watching today?
We are watching House 2, which we had
No. You gotta say the whole thing. It's not just House 2.
House 2, the second story.
That's right.
Now it's official.
Yeah, this is one of those movies I remember coming out on home video and being excited to watch, and I actually do remember for Halloween wanting to be a dead cowboy because of this movie. But no, so tell us, why is this movie special to you, man?
Yeah, so the first time I came on, we watched the original House, which is one of my all-time favorite movies, one of my favorites as a kid. We had talked about watching the second one at some point, and much like the first one, I had watched the second one quite a bit when I was a kid. Honestly, it's probably been at least 25 years since I've watched House 2, so I don't really remember anything at this point. I just know I did like it, but, I mean, if you're familiar with the movie, you know it's drastically different.
It's kind of, you got a lot more humor the first one kind of toyed with humor, but
yeah, it was like a horror comedy-esque.
Yeah, whereas this one still has some horror movie moments in it, but it definitely leans more on the comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was why when I was a kid, when this came out in theaters, I was allowed to go see it in the theater.
Yeah.
My brother and my mother, I think they went to go see Oliver and Company.
Why should you worry? Why should you care?
I ain't going to see that Disney shit. I'm like, I'm going to go and see a horror movie, even though it really isn't.
Yeah.
And my parents kind of knew it, and that was why they allowed me to go see it. But the thing was, when I saw it in the theater, the trailer I saw, or one of the trailers I saw before the movie started, was for the first Hellraiser, which scared the shit out of me more than House 2 did. But I really enjoyed House 2. I thought it's I think it still kind of holds up. It's better than I remember it being.
Yeah.
Because I remember it got a lot of shit when it first came out. Like, everyone was saying how awful it was, and I remember going like, it's funny.
This is one I watch this every Halloween. I usually will watch I'll watch House 1 and 2. To me, it's just like, oh, it's a nice little sort of twofer thing, you know?
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I definitely rewatch House every few years, but like I said, it's been like 25 years at least since the last time I saw House 2. So this is going to be all one big nostalgia trip for me as everying comes flooding back.
And
lots of zombies who don't do zombie things.
And you may notice, when your ears may notice a very famous voice in this movie, Frank Welker, who
was the bad guy.
Yeah, he was multiple. He was the bad guy in this. He does the voice of the bad guy.
Baby pterodactyl.
He does the baby pterodactyl, and he does that weird puppy caterpillar thing. He does
Dano
all the
worm.
Yeah,
dog.
And from those of you who don't know, Frank Welker was Slimer on Ghostbusters. He was, or on the real Ghostbusters, I should say. Megatron and Transformers, just to name a few things. Oh, and he was also Fred from Scooby Doo, and he's sort of like one of those men of 1,000 voices type of guy. So even if you don't know who he is, you definitely know his work.
And he played the voice of Reptile in the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh yeah.
Take that as you will. But anyway, shall we light this candle?
Sure. Let's do it.
All right. So one of us is watching the Blu-ray. One of us and two of us are watching this on Amazon.com. But we have the movie queued up to right before the New World Pictures logo pops up on screen. I know there's a couple different versions out there where there's like a production company logos and stuff before the movie starts. The version I'm watching does not have that, but the one on Amazon does. So watch all that stuff, and then right before the music for the movie starts, that's where we have it queued up. Okay? Shall we?
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, and I am pressing play now.
Sean S. Cunningham, you know.
Yep.
About said Nightmare on Elm Street. Shame on me. Friday the 13th fame. The second story. Even kind of has that sort of same music as Friday the 13th almost.
Same guy composed the music for both movies.
Yeah. Oh, and
See, I'll
Royal
always
Dano.
remember Royal Dano from Something Wicked This Way Comes. And
Yeah,
Bill
and-
frickin' Maher, man.
Well, no. Oh, fuck that guy. We'll get into that later. But no, Royal Dano. We have to acknowledge that this dude was a fucking massive character actor before this. Like he was. Name any Western show that you can think of, like Virginian, Bonanza, Gunsmoke, Rawhide. He was on all of them at some point. And I mean, and he was also in like later on, and he would do genre stuff like later in his life, like he was in Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Something Wicked This Way Comes, and he always seemed to play like like the darn it type of character. And he's great in this. I love, like I said, that his character I wanted to be for Halloween after I saw this movie.
It's a fun character.
Ugh.
God damn.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say that's some elaborate architecture there.
No, I got some kind of feedback in my ear.
Oh, that too.
Oh my god, it's Christine. No, it's not. But
It's
yeah, like
Julie.
this was also one of those movies that, I saw it in the theater. We rented it a couple times when it came out on video. And I don't think my parents enjoyed it too much. They thought it was dumb.
Yeah.
But my brother and I loved it, and we would watch it like whenever we would catch it on cable.
Yeah, because this was also one of the House One as well. Like, it was early years of Cinemax and HBO and Showtime. So like whatever premium channel got it, they would just play the shit out of it.
Yeah, I want to say it was on Cinemax like all.
Yeah,
the time.
I believe that's how I watched it mostly when I was younger. Even though we didn't really have cable often, but in my formative years, it seemed like everything was on TV.
Yeah. And that guy is in House One. He played the lieutenant of the platoon.
Yep, and he was also in The Guardian.
Yep. Is that weird wolf movie where?
That's that one about that druid woman who wants to sacrifice that baby to a tree.
Yeah.
And the tree there's an action scene in the middle of the movie where the tree kills 3 bikers. It eats one and uses its branches to splatter the other 2 across the forest.
And and that one has Julie Louis-Dreyfus's husband in it. I remember that because
I remember it has Carrie Lowell on it, who was on Law and Order for a while. She played one of the lawyers, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have vague memory. I think I remember seeing that on like the USA Network.
Yeah. I remember like I caught it like way after the fact on cable like one night.
Yeah.
And I watched it and I was like, well, I saw it.
Check that one off the list.
Yep.
But
anyway, House 2.
Yeah. The suspense is terrible. Well, you know
hope
the
it
rest.
lasts?
Yeah.
The thing was I don't think I had seen House 1 at this point. I'd only seen this one.
Yeah.
So I didn't know when I was watching this in theater by myself if this was actually the same house from the first one. So I was kind of confused at the same time as I was enjoying it.
Yeah. And there's the voice talents of Frank Wilker.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah. Which sounds like it's also like the same voice from Golden Child.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is what it sounds like when you don't have a trach yet.
I want to know where it is. Give me the child.
And the score is very similar to the first one.
Yeah. Harry Manfredini did all the Friday the 13th movies too.
Yeah.
Ooh, snap.
But the one thing that I'll always remember is because I had seen Fright Night.
The friend,
And when I saw this one dude show up, I was maybe one of 4 people in that movie theater when I saw this.
Yeah.
And when he pops out of the car later on with Amy Yazbek, I started cackling like a crazy person. And everyone's looking at me like, the fuck is wrong with this kid?
Yeah, Jonathan Stark. Yeah. He was because he was actually a Groundlings member. I think.
Yeah.
I forget at the time.
He is funny.
Yeah. Well, I love. Have you ever seen that documentary about Friday not Friday the 13th, Fright Night?
Maybe.
It's on Shudder. It's actually really good. I think it's called "You're So Cool, Brewster" or something.
Of course it should be.
And he talks about how the thing, like the melting scene, they didn't have to, they didn't have time to he needed to go somewhere and he didn't have time to change out, so he went through a drive-through at some restaurant and they saw him look like that. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And just grab the food and walk. And
the eyeball facing the opposite direction type of thing from when he got shot in the head.
And because of the Friday the 13th connection, I'm sure that's why this lady is in this movie.
Oh, Lar Park-Lincoln. Yeah, she did this, and then she got Friday the 13th Part 7 after this.
Yeah. That's Tina,
the psychic girl that whooped Jason Voorhees' ass with her mind.
Which, that was the first Friday the 13th I ever really watched.
Same here.
Yeah.
That was the first one I was allowed to watch.
Yeah.
Mostly because I snuck watching it on cable. But that was the thing, I was like, the damage had been done. I saw it. My parents were not happy. And I was like, now, could you do me a favor and go and rent Part 6?
So I know what the fuck happens.
Well, because the 7th one has that
the intro,
last time on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it kind of shows. Before. Well, they actually, that one and the 4th one, I think, both have that. It's the final nightmare, and then that one, yeah.
I was like, yeah, can I watch the one before it, because it looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
According to that little prelude thing at the beginning of the 7th one.
You get to find out the fate of Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah. Well, I kind of watched those movies in reverse order.
Yeah.
But anyway, House 2.
House 2, yeah. Second story. Well, she's a mover and a shaker.
I guess.
Yeah, because that was the whole thing. Is she's
being whiny about it.
Because that's the whole thing. Is I think she's supposed to work for a record. Bill Maher is supposed to be a record executive or something like that.
Yeah,
and she works for him.
She's one of the talent scouts.
Yeah, and that's the whole reason why Charlie and his girlfriend show up to try to so that they can get a deal.
And the funniest thing is when the thing happens in the bedroom where she's lip syncing to her own song.
Yeah.
That is definitely not her voice on that album. Because she's actually singing in the room with it. And I'm like, no, that's not it.
Yeah.
Hey, look what
Grandpa
that is.
Munster.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
God, shot it. Where's my Pooh Bear?
Oh, this movie should be rated R. We got nipple.
It's not the right one.
No. I want to say this guy. I remember also. I can't. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. It's Arye or something. But the thing is, I remember him always getting crap when he would show up in a movie. The reviewers would always say this guy's the worst freaking actor out there.
Yeah, Arye Gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just thought he was just gross.
I saw that movie with him and Claudia Christian.
Yeah.
Where she was a model and she was trying to fuck him and kill him the whole movie.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I know the movie you're talking about.
I can't remember the name of it. I saw that in the theater, too. And I remember, he is pretty bad in that.
Yeah. But, I mean, I remember him from, about said Better Off Dead, but no, the other high school movie, Just One of the Guys.
Just One of the Guys, yeah. He was one of the nerds.
Yeah.
Which is something that we might end up watching at some point.
Oh, yeah.
I might have a guest lined up who wants to watch that.
Well, it's a classic.
At least it wasn't a cat.
Yeah. Oh.
I couldn't sleep, so I went downstairs.
Yeah, I'm friends with Lar Park-Lincoln on Facebook.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she's had some bad health problems lately.
Yeah.
She posts all about it. She had her breasts removed.
Is it just breast cancer? Or?
Yeah. She actually showed him off on a Facebook video. I was like, oh no, don't do that.
Oh. Well, if you've got it, even if you don't, flaunt it.
I just remember logging onto Facebook one night and scrolling through my feed, and next thing you know, there's this live video of her going look at this. I'm like, no. No.
And there's Mrs. John Ritter. So
his wife.
The former Mrs. John Ritter, I should say. It's just you haven't really seen her in anything in a long time.
I remember her in The Mask.
Yeah. But I don't know. Kind of after he passed away, I guess maybe I don't know if it was just more kind of a Rick Moranis type thing, where she's I need to concentrate and raise my family as opposed
Well,
to
her kids are adults.
Yeah. Well, at the time they weren't. I mean,
yeah.
because
Well, that was like what 10 years ago, I want to say.
Because she wasn't John Ritter's first wife. Like she was his I think she was his second wife, and they had young kids at the time. So at the time he passed away. And here it is, the scene you were talking about. Must be cold in there.
God.
Also, I'm just gonna say it. This music's fucking terrible.
Yeah. It is the 80s, by the way.
Hey, some of Bowie's. Yeah. It's too shy.
Yeah, that's not her on that album.
Or maybe she's just not trying.
I guess. Well, if you're trying to make an impression, you think she would. Oh, this wasn't intentional, no.
What is this garbage I'm listening to?
Burn it.
Puce lips.
She's like, that's your voice. Singing. With that nose. I remember that was like one of my friend's issues with, what was it, Almost Famous?
Yeah.
Because, Jason Lee was the front man in the band in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And my friend was like, yeah, the guy singing is not Jason Lee, because with Jason Lee's nose, he would not sound like that.
Oh.
Are we going to get hit by the ironing board again?
It's a callback.
It's a groundling thing.
Yeah. They didn't teach us that at Second City.
Well, Groundlings is California, right?
Yeah, Groundlings was West Coast. Like that's kind of like Paul Rubens, Phil Hartman, and Will Ferrell are all like kind of famous people who were at the Groundlings.
Wasn't Kristen Wiig from them too?
Yeah, I think she was. I
want to say hearing somewhere that she mentioned it.
She may have been either Groundlings or she may have been Upright Citizen Brigade. I can't remember. It's a horrible Indiana Jones movie that's going to happen.
It just makes me wonder what the thought process was from, okay, the first movie was a modest hit.
Yeah.
It was Vietnam. Let's make it kid-friendly and a Western.
Yeah. Oh, and maybe they were just like, well, maybe they just gave them money. Well, because it was New World, so that was what's his face?
Roger
right?
Corman.
Yeah, so maybe like he just threw some money their way and was just
Roger Corman was New Horizons.
Yeah, well, who did New World then? I thought his was New World. You sure New World was not Roger Corman?
I think it was New Horizon was Roger Corman.
Okay. Well, I mean, whoever it was, like probably it was since it was
New World might have released the movies, but
yeah.
I think his production company was New Horizons.
Yeah. But they probably just threw them some extra money, just like, well, we don't really have like anything planned. Fuck it, let's just have some fun, you know. Yeah.
Or maybe they thought that the first movie could have made more money if it was PG-13, because the first movie's not really gory.
Well, is the first movie R? I can't remember.
Yeah, it is, because they curse a bunch of times.
Okay.
But I mean, there's really not anything gory going on in it. It's not even really that scary.
Well, the shotgun blasts were a little gory.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like the dismemberment stuff, and the fact that he does dismember a monster's corpse in that.
Yeah. I mean,
but it's done for comic effect, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, for little kids, myself excluded, like the monsters in the first one were pretty crazy looking.
Yeah. And I mean, come on, Richard Mole. That guy's just scary. unless he's Bull, it's the only time he's not scary.
Roger, you hit like a girl.
I love how, like, in movies, people can just go into cemeteries at night and not worry about security.
This is right outside.
Police.
Yeah, this is right outside the house, I think. No, my thing is that every time you see someone digging up a grave, they managed to dig it in a perfect rectangle.
Square. Yeah.
You wouldn't?
Yeah.
And you would think the weight of that headstone, the way they've dug so close to
It
it,
would
I think
fall,
would
yeah.
collapsed.
They'd be like Ed Harris in
Yeah.
Creepshow.
Creepshow, yeah, totally. Like, did they ask Daredevil to find the boundaries with his sonar before they dug it up?
I like how they just got the random inkling. I'm gonna go dig up my grandfather's great guy.
Because he wanted to
Yeah,
know.
it sounds like a fun Saturday night.
Well, it's because he thinks that that the skull is in there. Like,
Sure,
that's
yeah.
the whole thing. Yeah, because he was like, when his research was showing, he was like,
You know
it's probably
why?
buried with him. You
You know why they decided to do it? Because screenplay.
Because
it
we
was
need
in the
it to happen.
Yeah.
And I remember this part kind of freaking me out as a little
Yeah,
kid.
like as a kid who was not accustomed to horror movies very much at this
Yeah.
point in time, this is
Yeah.
probably the biggest scare I got.
Yeah.
But then, like, the character that's choking it turns out to be, like, the most adorable zombie ever.
Yeah. It's the skull of Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh my god!
Right there, it's like, it's a hand!
But then it turns into being funny, like, Charlie,
Yeah.
get your ass over here. Or no, Charlie, help me, you idiot.
And then, like, yeah, that's what creeped me out, the mask.
Just stand there, do nothing.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I guess I should do something.
Oh.
Good job.
But this is when I started cracking up. This.
Just pulls out a gun.
No, they're just like
Or, like,
crawling
they're, like,
over
yeah,
each
they're
other.
just doubling over on each other.
What? Your mother's name was Martha?
Yeah. And then here he is. Royal Dano.
None of my facial hair rotted away. This mustache is perfectly trimmed.
Great grandson. God, shot it, stay away from McLean.
Crambone. Why couldn't you dig me up on Halloween? At least I'd fit in. Well, shit.
Gus Jiggins. Oh.
Got the prospector hat and everything.
So is the gold rush over?
There she is. There's something special about this old house. In case you feel it.
I think he has an erection. Oh.
I guess it's lucky that they dug him up so close to Halloween.
Well, it'll pay off in a future scene, I'm sure.
Yep. Maybe. Wink. And then bad things start to happen.
Yeah.
That spot is a focal point in the time-space continuum.
I was like, geez, did they go to a Spencer's Gifts? Oh.
Well, hoo-wee! That's Louisiana, sorry.
Yeah. Kind of makes you wonder if Buddy Ebsen was up for this role.
I'm sure Ernest Borgnine could have done it.
Yeah. Now he's more of a war movie guy than a Western guy.
But he's got range.
He would have just been, they dug me out of the ground, kid. It's me, Ernest Borgnine.
taking me out of here, Snake? I mean, Jesse?
You're pushing it too hard, Snake. I masturbate a lot. Which he actually fucking said in an interview. Oh, God. So how's 2, everybody? We just got the origin of Gramps.
I'm a zombie.
You know, with Horace and what's this? My fuck stick still works.
Yeah. Did you say my fuck stick?
Yeah. Oh.
At this point, it's an old ripe banana.
I should have used some Lubriderm. Also, I mean, you gotta have to think, like, he's probably in his 60s, mid to late 60s. It probably wasn't easy for that dude to sit in a makeup chair for as long as he probably had to sit. Fart.
Aw.
Are you craving brains?
Yeah.
Send more paramedics. So he's like the whole Highlander rule thing. Like,
Yeah.
he's immortal until somebody kills him.
And he kind of looks like Christopher Lambert now. So.
Except Christopher Lambert has like 1-inch thick glasses. 'Cause he's legally blind.
Yeah. The
I
blind
saw some
soldier.
interview with him not too long ago, and like I swear to God, it was like his glasses, the entire width of his glasses was taken up by his eyes, like it was magnified that much.
Because he has.
It was like those
myopia.
hologram. It was like those hologram sunglasses that you used to buy. They had like the hologram eyes in them. It's like that.
So he looked like the professor from Futurama, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It was
News,
crazy.
everyone.
I've got a mission. You want to get whiplash, Gramps?
What coronation is it? This is 1986 Operation Spider.
Say that again.
Yeah. That sounds interesting, but what does it all mean?
I hope that's a foot.
I hope it doesn't moon some co-eds as they drive by on the highway.
He's gonna ruin the clutch.
Oh, did you see the tape line on the ground?
Oh fuck yeah! No, yeah, the corner of my eye.
It was his mark.
Yeah.
It was his mark to stop running.
So they missed an opportunity to use like a horses and horsepower joke there.
That would have been funny.
Maybe it was in there. It just didn't make the cutting room, or it hit the cutting room floor.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, zombies can get drunk.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he's got some. You know, apparently he loves scotch because I think that's J&B he's drinking. It's like, yeah, it's Dickel whiskey and J&B. 80s.
Yep. But like getting back to what you said, Jeremiah, like you watched the first and second one kind of as a combo pack.
Yeah.
When I bought the first movie on Blu-ray, I absolutely had to buy the second one at the exact same time because I think they are like a
Set.
feature series.
Yeah. Like,
Not so much the third and fourth ones.
yeah. Yeah. Oh god. That third one
The
they
third one
changed.
was so bad they even changed the name.
Yeah, it was Horror Show, which I think is on Shudder actually. So, oh god, that one is credited as what's his face? Alan Smithy is the
Yeah.
third one. Yeah.
And the fourth one, I remember, like, I saw commercials for it on Cinemax or whatever, and they were
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, starring William Catt," and I'm like, "Oh, is this a direct
And he
sequel to the first
dies.
one?"
Yeah, and he
yeah.
fucking
And I watch, and he dies
dies.
like in the beginning.
Yeah.
I was like, I turned it off. I was like, I'm not watching this.
Yeah. I mean, there's only. Oh, fuck this asshole. Sorry. We sort of have history. So.
So Jeremiah, explain.
Well, this guy fairly recently was very crass about the death of a comic book legend, and kind of insulted people who read comics or work in comics. So I took it upon myself on his blog to write a little open letter to him. And funny thing was, like, I posted it twice that he came back. He came back on the air and didn't mention anything about what he said about comics. Then then Stanley had a birthday. I reposted it, and then suddenly his next show he addresses it.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that was just coincidence or not, but he did. I mean, you can see his blog, what he said about. I mean, I'm sure at this point everybody knows that he basically what he said about comic books and that they're for stupid people,
Yeah,
and they're like,
yeah.
all that stuff, and it's like,
Yeah, it's garbage.
I write. Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, but as a comic book writer, I took quite a bit of offense to it, and this was one of the movies I gave him shit about, because I'm like, don't get me wrong, I like this movie, however, it's not like it's fucking high art, it's, and all this, so, for him to, like, talk about how, like, oh, these comics are, they're nothing, whatever, they're just trash, and then to, and it's like, look at his body of work. What the fuck has he ever done? He's some third-rate comedian who just tries to stir up controversy.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I will digress. There. Oh, and here they are, clearly
Ronald
poking at
Reagan.
He goes, "Here's Reagan. What a pussy." or
Oh
whatever he
shit!
said.
Did you see that? When he turned the TV off, you could see the camera crew reflected in it.
Oh. Oh. Don't say that name. Neither is bathing, toothbrush, or deodorant.
You think it'd be like a little horde of flies circling him at this point. Gramps, you're a little ripe.
Well, maybe he's dehydrated like a mummy at this point,
Oh, he's
so
dried
there's no
up.
juices. Yeah.
It's dry rot. He's not juicy, or like the kids nowadays like to say, moist.
uh. I think he was actually in one of the, because there have been many remakes. I'm fairly sure he was in one of the versions of Stagecoach.
Yeah, I'll always remember him as the lightning rod guy in Something Wicked This Way Comes.
This way, yeah. And he kills what's her face?
Oh, Pam Grier.
Yeah.
Friggin' takes an electrified lightning rod and sticks it right in her abdomen.
Yep. Just like Richard Pryor. Come on, I haven't made a sex joke yet. Oh wait, no, I already have. Oh.
Look, he can't even act like he's drunk. He just sits there. So, Gramp masturbates a lot too. You see all the Kleenex all over the place?
Oh yeah. Well, look, remember he was. Where do they all come from? When he was pulling them out.
I wonder if that's meant to like signify the worm thing because he was like hugging that iguana.
Yeah.
Like a little hint of something to come.
Oh,
Like
and
that? Probably
keep your eyes open.
For
It's
Charlie
gonna take
Chaplin?
Oh, no. But keep your eyes open. There's going to be
Oh, yeah, I know.
a performer in a monkey suit.
Yep, that's a certain horror icon.
Yes. Probably was like the stunt coordinator or something for this movie.
They made part 7 after this, so this is probably like where they all met each other.
Yeah.
Like they met Lar Park-Lincoln here, they met him here.
Yeah.
We want to work with you again.
Also,
The
I love
guy,
how they just...
hey, you're talking about Grandpa Munster or Munster can't speak. Mom?
Rochelle.
Okay. Creeper.
Oh, great, that creep. Of course, and the thing is, I could see Bill Maher doing something like this in real life too, because he's human garbage.
Yeah.
Imagine if Rush Limbaugh was on the left. That's Bill Maher. Ugh.
We can hook up, yeah.
Oh. Speaking of Gramps' fuckstick.
I wish there was like an ongoing joke during this scene where they'd be like, "Great costume."
Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, clearly that's why he's able to be up there, because they all think it's a great costume. So.
Shit.
Oh, and of course she's all dressed up like a cowboy too, so
Appropriate. Yeah, show her that Gramp dick.
You're killing Gramps' game. Go away. Oh.
Old, in quotes, old.
Oh. Uh-oh, shit's going down.
Yep. It's a sparkly.
And this guy is the guy that plays Buzzsaw from Running Man.
Oh, Running Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Just without the bleach blonde hair.
Yeah. And the name in the credits for this character is Arnold the Barbarian, or Arnold the Caveman, or Barbarian, or something.
This saw's a part of me.
Now I'm gonna make it part of you. Oh, and you can see how they put makeup on his chest to really emphasize his muscles. Okay, here, get ready for it.
Kane Hodder.
Jason. It's Kane Hodder.
You can see his neck. You can see his neck's all burned.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he didn't even hit him. Whiff. Did you see?
Hey, lady,
that?
how's it going? Want to hook up?
He totally whiffed that too. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's weird. You can, like in the high def, you can see his neck is all burned up. And then he went on to do the longest on-screen body burn in history. In Part 7 of Friday the 13th.
Oh shit!
That scene at the end where Jason gets set on fire in the basement. That was like the longest amount of time someone had been on fire and didn't get hurt.
Ooh.
I do love the line that Gramps says to the caveman here.
What?
Like right here. He says, "Yeah."
Look at that banana.
Yeah.
Peanut butter jelly time.
What?
Like he understood. Like it's like he understood what he told him.
I don't know why. I just love it when he just said the way he just delivers that. Oh, hey, look, Bill Maher causing controversy. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Just loves to throw gasoline on a fire.
He's like, where's my motorcycle?
The skull is part of me. Oh.
You know why he took the skull?
The
It'll
fuck
really
it?
bring the cave together.
Oh. I'm sorry, I connected skull fucking.
Skullfucker?
Oh, yeah.
You ever seen
That wasn't even
Smiley
close.
Face?
Smiley face.
Yeah, has the chick from Scary Movie.
I've seen
Anna
the,
Faris?
Yep, her and the guy that played Hyde from that '70s show. And
Oh,
she
okay.
accuses him of being a skull fucker, and turns out that he actually has sex with the skull.
Okay.
I think I've actually seen.
You just gave away the
cover.
movie.
I've seen the cover,
I
but
don't
I've
need
never
to- I don't
actually
need to
seen
see
it.
it now.
It's a dumb stoner comedy.
Okay. I want you to do all my dirty work for me, just like Gandalf in them Lord of the Rings books. I remember that from the trailer. He goes like, "It's a jungle in there." You can tell it's the 80s, like the pants cuffed and all that shit.
Yeah.
Charlie, don't sneak up behind me like that. Look, have this insurance the car. You never know when you're gonna be with a thing, huh? What is it? This is an Uzi. Charlie, this is a machine gun. So, what about me? I only have one ring. But, get one of these.
Walter PPK.
Ugh. And that's gonna be what he just said is going to, it's foreshadowing.
I like how I've never seen an Uzi with a barrel that long.
It's custom.
I guess.
The prop department had never seen an Uzi before.
Yeah.
One, two,
Pew! And his gun goes pew! Pew!
Oh. They killed an endangered ape.
I wonder if like the guys who wrote this movie had like just seen My Science Project.
Oh yeah, very similar. Yeah. Watch out, Carol! Carol Baskin
Watch
could
that
be
mirror.
in there.
They didn't fuck that one up. Yeah, Carol's in there.
Good for Carol Baskin.
That bitch, Carol Baskin. That bitch,
Oh.
Carol fucking Baskin.
Oh, that's not natural.
Is that the lamp from Christmas Story?
It's not a lamp. It's a major award.
Jurassic Park, this is not. Or Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom, this is not, because of the volcano in the background.
Oh.
But that looks like a real spider web. That was probably on the set. They just left it there.
Yeah. Oh. He's making it his bride.
Where do you put the batteries in that thing? Better hide it. Indiana Jones and the Nazis were looking, or the communists were looking for that in one movie.
Yeah. I like Ike.
Nuke the fridge! Predator was there.
Derp.
Oof.
He did the same thing in Running Man.
Hey, Buzzsaw touched me!
So the thing was, he was shooting it when they opened fire in the doorway. You saw him like flinching when he was doing it too.
Maybe he was just pretending to shoot.
Did they retcon it during the filming?
It's now West Side Story.
That's not a knife.
That's
Well, no, I guarantee you that's a play off of, because this is when at the height of like Crocodile Dundee fever and Australian fever. And there's always a bigger fish.
Where'd the caveman get the knife anyways? They didn't have bronze working in the Stone Age. That's why it's called the Stone Age.
Yeah, how did he make the blade? Yes.
Maybe he's gone into iron. I don't know.
These are questions I did not have when I watched this as a kid. I was just like, I'm watching a horror movie.
The historical representation just pulls me right out of the movie.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially with the catfish monster that just ate him. They got a brontosaurus. I mean, they showed a brontosaurus, so
Yeah.
that was.
Well, also, I mean, the fact that no people were living when fucking dinosaurs
Yeah.
were around.
Catfish monster. Yeah, let's just call the T-Rex over, buddy.
And then
Acting!
Major Derp. Pterodactyl.
High comedy.
What was with the 80s and Uzis?
I don't know. It's like the AK-47 of the 80s.
Maybe we just had a really good deal with Israel at the time. I don't know. Oh, and there's
they even made a joke about it in the comment when the girls were shooting the guns on the street and they kept jamming. Like, Daddy would have gotten its Uzis.
They showed the thing just a second ago. They were foreshadowing the dog, the caterpillar dog. You could see him in like in the right hand corner of the shot.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, see, there he is. It's like moving around.
Oh yeah, he's behind the mushroom, right?
Yeah.
This movie's like The Sixth Sense in that way. You have to watch it twice to get everything out of it.
Twice. I've watched this movie probably like fucking 3 times.
I've probably seen this movie. I don't know how many.
Yeah, at least 15.
Oh my God, it's one of the graboids.
Graboid.
His reaction to it cracks me up, though.
Yeah.
You take me alive!
I love what Gramps gives it. Just puts it in a baby bottle and gives it to him.
Gives him a beer.
It's like, is it beer or is it whiskey? I forget. That's clearly not a human being. Oh.
Yeah. Oh wow. That's styrofoam.
Could be foam core.
Yeah.
Paper mache.
Yeah, that's styrofoam. This is from the set of Star Trek, the original show. And that thing is somebody's hand.
Nope. It's probably early K&B effects or something.
Yeah. Stan Winston, this is not.
This is some great force perspective!
He wants the sparkly. And he's got a cool-ass mohawk. Go, look, Godzilla! And then distract him and grab it.
Shit got real.
Yep. Stop motion.
Ugh. And of course, once again, you know, the voice talent of Frank Welker.
That's not bad compositing. So this always, like, I don't know why I always found this funny that the jungle has to play by the house rules.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The fact that it is floor.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I always found that really funny
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Oh, he's looking for shit to stir up.
Yeah. Who died?
Yeah. Oh wait, people are agreeing with me now? How can I fuck that up?
Does he still have that show on HBO?
Yeah, he does. And certain
How
family
long has that
members
been
I
on?
have watch it still, and I'm like, don't support that asshole. Oh,
Yep, here we go.
yeah. It's eating my leg!
He's eating my leg! That's the best. It's a proto dog.
Yeah. Oh.
He was just killing you a minute ago.
So he'll feed him.
That's the Bill Maher of the stop motion world right there.
Yeah.
that pterodactyl baby.
Oh.
Trying to start some
Nah,
shit.
because even the pterodactyl baby has some winning qualities. At least cute. And funny. You know? The days before ILM.
Yeah. That thing's just trolling him.
Oh.
What you doing? Oh, so he just wants a bath. Oh, that was just some structural damage. No worry
Yeah.
about it. Is she supposed to be, what do they call it? A flapper?
Let me look at her again.
The
Or like
head
fortune
piece
teller or
she's
something
wearing
like
and all
that. Or maybe that's the uniform for
Halloween
Puce
costume.
Lips and the Graboids or whatever the fuck she was called. Just bear in mind, right now, there's some guy, you know, at that dude's junk that he's just like, you know, because it's a puppet
Got his
operator.
hand up a puppet's ass.
Yeah, it's just getting hit repeatedly by that guy's crotch. Just like my grandpa. Hmm.
Inquiry
Is it something I can ruin?
Yeah.
John, I just told you there's nothing in this closet. Well, let me see what's in the closet.
This is not your house.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Like I said, I think this is a fairly accurate representation of what he probably is really like. Ugh.
Yeah, I traveled through time and space a little bit, but that's okay.
Oh well, he's gonna upgrade soon. So a crystal
She's supposed
skull.
to be the Chiquita
it's,
Banana Girl. I don't know.
And we ran into this old man and Shia LaBeouf. Scrooge. They're trying to keep vampires away. They're like,
This is totally going on my show.
yeah. My work here is done.
Yep. Ratings galore.
Yeah. Because, it's his job to ruin people's lives and, whatever. Trash talk them. Yes, the horn works. God, he's even an asshole on the car horn.
It's
Phony
a different kind of
phone
party.
calls.
This is clearly before caller ID, so, It's back when prank calling was still a thing.
I have an audio tape, like a cassette tape of nothing but those that I did back in like the late '80s and early '90s.
Hit it, dude. She won't even know.
This is not a Me Too moment.
It's the 80s. They didn't really take heed to consent.
Come on. They would still say, they would still use, racial and sexually preferenced slurs,
Hey, by the way, that was a real expensive bottle of champagne, lady.
Oh.
Did she fuck that mop?
It's kind of wet. So.
Moist. T-bone. Now we gotta sterilize this thing's mouth.
Also, this bird clearly, he wants lobster next, apparently.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. And all these things understand English.
Okay, so
The
this
caveman,
beer. Yeah.
The
Yeah, I love
caveman
it.
understood English. The bird understood English.
But I love the fact that he puts beer inside the baby bottle and feeds it to this dog. That thing's liver
Its
is
tail's
probably about
going
the size
crazy.
of a fucking almond.
Its tail's going crazy.
Oh. And get my dick wet.
It needs it. Like, you got anything with lanolin? That dog has a problem.
Yeah. Call Dr. Drew.
Oh, you can see the sleeve.
Under the sheet.
Yep.
That wasn't a hand. No.
Oh.
Ugh. It's like a mood skull. It keeps changing colors. What is thy bidding, my master?
Do it. Do it. Oh, shit. We're going to have a little gun-slinging match.
No, now it falls under the make my day law. Stand your ground.
I'll get you, Gadget, next time.
Dumb bitch. Did he give it a name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Derp. Beating the shit out of a senior citizen. Yeah. That's what the Aztecs were known for.
See what Gramps looks like right now is what we're all gonna look like once the plague is over, all shriveled up from living inside.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I look like that now. I haven't moisturized.
Oh, by the way, this is another episode of the podcast, the pandemic edition.
All the hand washing I've done, I haven't moisturized in days. I just look just like that.
Yeah, my knuckles are starting to go dry, no matter how much moisturizer I put on. Oh, by the way.
Oh, and a surprise cameo is coming up.
Did I get sideswiped by a carriage?
Or two.
Look, it fell asleep with a vodka bottle.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
I think at this point, Charlie doesn't have blood in his body. He just has fucking 100 proof.
This little plastic bat. I had that when I was 2. Maybe we should tell him to stop putting it up on that pedestal.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go. Surprise cameo.
Yep. They had to do it. They absolutely had to after the first movie.
Yeah. I actually do enjoy... I think he's probably one of the best things about this movie.
Yeah. You can tell he was just enjoying himself. I'm not playing the guy from Cheers for a change.
He kind of is, though.
Yeah, a little bit. He's doing the voice.
Imagine if Cliff was kind of a badass, but all... Because, like, just some of the shit he does, like the
the
thing
sword
with
and all that?
Well, no. The thing with the lamp that is coming up. Yeah, he's just like... I forget what it is exactly he says, but...
I would say to the audience, the most recent thing John Ratzenberger has done is play Ham in the Toy Story movies.
Like that shit. You know, I just didn't look too valuable.
So who made the movie that loves Cheers enough to put guys in both movies?
Sean Cunningham must have loved this shit out of Cheers. God, I wish I was able to produce that show. It's goddamn national treasure.
No problem there, Normie. Just follow my lead here, and yeah, right here. This,
yeah.
It's like, why?
Because comedy.
It's like, there was no.
Oh my God, he's a Ghostbuster too.
Oh. But no, like. I actually like his cameo better because like George Wendt was great. Well, George Wendt actually had more of a role than a cameo, whereas this is more of a cameo. I so love.
He makes the most of it though.
Yeah.
They liked him enough to put him on the poster too.
Yeah.
If you remember, the poster was like the hole in the wall, and they're all looking into it, and he was looking into it.
And I think I remember him being in the trailer as well.
Yeah. Well, they're advertising the fact that we're making this a thing.
Yeah.
Rhea Perlman's going to be in part 3.
Yeah, thank God. I'm sure she was like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Call
Danny
Kirstie
DeVito's
Alley.
like, I'll direct part 3, bitch.
Call Kirstie Alley, and Kirstie Alley's life wasn't such a train wreck yet, so she said no.
Fat actress.
He was at C2E2 a couple years ago, and actually was kind of funny listening to him talk. I forget why he was at C2E2, but it was just, I just remember kind of like coming into Hall H or where he was talking because I wanted to see the next person. It was just funny hearing him interact with the audience. It was kind of like the Ron Perlman interview we saw.
Oh, God. Scare the little fuckers.
Where are they getting all these weapons from? Where'd the Uzi come from?
Well, didn't he have like a shotgun in his car?
Yeah, he had the Uzi in his car, and like the swords, I think, are just because of all like because it's the house is basically a museum.
It's a temple.
I like how he's not weirded out by it.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, yeah, this is just an everyday thing.
It's like, what do you expect to happen?
So let's just keep doing it.
He keeps doing it.
Because electrical cords don't run through walls.
Hello. Weird.
Kalima Shukti Day. You can tell they shot that in reverse. Esquire.
I like how he has the, not wearing the safety glasses.
Yeah. Dust all over his
His glasses
Or
are
the
all
dust
fogged
filter.
up and covered in dust.
Look.
Got a hidden temple.
Comedy gold.
Got a hidden
Comedy
temple on your
gold.
wall. That's gonna be a problem.
And I love like how even he's like, if he's the one that has the foresight to put the kite string so they can follow it.
Does he work for what's that insurance company? Liberty Mutual. Like seen it, covered it.
Yeah. Or farmers.
Farmers, yeah. Seen it, covered it. We've seen a thing or two. We
And
know
actually,
what they do because we've seen it.
if they had made this modern, yeah, I can see J.K. Simmons playing that role.
Just has a fucking
Cutlass.
I just keep it.
I'm a
just in
pirate.
case.
Sword.
I'm a pirate in my off hours.
A fucking U.S. cavalry sword in his case.
I'm a history reenactor when I'm.
But
not-
no, and then he
I'm not
does
an
this
electrician.
too. Like I love the fact that he's the one that does this,
Yep.
so they can find their way back. Oh, hey, did you hear that? You can't say that word anymore.
PG-13, bro.
No, he said he said a word, a slur, which I will not repeat.
And I have subtitles on, and it said non-English speech. Instead of showing
I missed
what
it.
he said.
I have the volume down really low. I didn't catch what he said.
He said a word that you would say about a gay person, which we
Oh.
will not say on this
Okay,
podcast.
I got you.
Yeah. And that chick is from
That's-
Society.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, that pedestal he put the skull on is not the genuine article because it did not start glowing.
Yep.
Kalima.
Shukti Day.
Shakti Day.
Kalima.
She's gonna rip her heart out and set on fire. She's on fire.
I'm trying to kill. I'm trying to sacrifice a virgin here.
I'm surprised that styrofoam ledge that they're standing on is actually holding their weight.
Oh.
All of a sudden, he's Mr. Brave. He's the guy that thought a little dog thing was eating him.
Yeah, he just killed the high priest.
Yep.
So...
You just killed Molo Ram.
Oh.
Stuntman.
It's fucking Cliff. Oh.
Doing all that in his chucks.
Oh. Is that Eric Estrada?
I don't know, does his wig fall off?
Oh. Yeah, see, Charlie's upgrading. So, oh, he's
letting it fall down that pit might have been for the best.
Yeah.
Well, he probably wouldn't be screaming if you cut his throat out.
I love this line. Or where is it? Yeah.
What a good dad.
Oh,
What happened at work today, Dad? Meh.
Oh, and that I just talking about how everybody understands English. They're going to address. I'm pretty sure John Ratzenberger addresses that.
You gonna fix this hole in my wall that you made, by the
Yeah,
way?
right here, right here. Oh.
Electrician, professional ass kicker. Yep, electrician and adventurer.
Sure. Oh,
What the hell?
But no, it was a pleasure to meet you. Oh,
And even
shit.
she's just like, what the fuck?
All this.
Who do you like better? Me or him? Me? Charlie, but, great guy.
And then.
Ow!
Oh.
Didn't bother giving
Well,
her
the
something
movies
else to wear.
Yeah. Lar Park-Lincoln leaves some of her clothes behind.
Oh.
Like I said, the movie's legit funny in parts.
Yeah, yeah.
And I gotta give him credit. Like, this is... I'm gonna get into some video game talk. This is a little bit Super Mario Brothers 2 territory, wouldn't you say? Where it's not the same as the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Like Castlevania 2, just kind of same basic
A
parts,
lot of
different,
things.
execution.
A lot of things were doing that.
And here comes one of the scares.
There.
Where's
I like how he's got the gold tooth.
Where's our turkey?
Just turns out that little platter thing is a portal into another dimension. But I worked so hard on that turkey.
There was a cartoon that came out around the same time as this called Brave Star.
Oh, yeah.
There was a character named Tex Hex that I always thought looked exactly like that.
Yep,
character.
we had those toys when I was a kid.
Yeah. Oh.
Sounds like Nemesis from
Yeah.
Stars.
Very topical right now.
I know, right? I still have to play it.
I am playing it.
I'm still trying to beat Doom Eternal.
Oh.
No, you shot the zombie.
Not very quick on that draw. His only weakness, a tablecloth.
I don't think they ever show him
no.
when he talks. Because I don't think the mouth is articulated.
Yeah.
So whenever he talks, you never actually see his
It's
face.
always away. Like, yeah, it's like away. Yeah.
Yeah. So this movie was probably made on the dirt cheap, so...
Yeah.
You want a really good-looking Halloween mask, or you want us to fuck it up by having it move?
Yeah. Ugh.
Sounds like Friday the 13th music right there.
Yeah. Give me whiskey.
To sterilize the wound!
I need one of them cure-alls.
Hey, Jeremiah, he died like he lived.
A total load? A horny old man. That's how he
Yeah.
died.
Like, did we really need a crotch shot of Arye Gross?
No, but it was gross. Oh.
Why the horse never came alive, I don't know.
It's Trigger. Oh.
I owe silver white. Oh, you're not white.
You're holding that gun a little with a stiffer arm there. That recoil's gonna hit you right in the face. It's like Back to the Future 3 out there.
Ooh, the suspense.
I'm afraid it is, Marty!
No, I was gonna say it looks like a set from one of those Western episodes of Star Trek.
Also, he could have just thrown a chair through that. Or
Or
something.
Maybe
just
tried to
opened the
open it.
window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately, I'm just gonna jump through the window.
Yeah.
He's like, if I'm gonna walk into a Western town, I'm gonna enter it like they do in the shows. Jump through that window. Where's the saloon? Look, they had saloon doors right there.
Oh.
Every time that skull opens up another dimension, the value of that house goes down. I always thought this is awesome.
Oh,
This was
the
cool.
dead
This
horse.
was cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Kind of
Pale horse
reminds me of
named
like
Death.
the. Well, it kind of reminds me of like the Red Dead Redemption horse, like the apocalypse horses that
Yep.
you can get like in the Undead Nightmare.
Pestilence.
Yeah.
See his hand shaking like crazy.
Oh my god.
God, he's a lousy shot.
At least he didn't break his arm.
He's gonna show you how it's done, son.
Yeah. Or not.
It's Mad Dog Tannen. I hate Mad Dog.
It's like, it's hard to see. My eyes are a little dry rot. And he teleports like Jason Voorhees, man. Yeah, just break all the windows, dude. Do it. Do it. Luckily, they left all those bullets there for him.
Yeah.
The previous
Good
owner.
old Remington.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say that, shotgun would probably work better for him since he's such a lousy fucking shot.
Saw that bad boy off. Be like Steve McQueen in Wanted, Dead or Alive.
That's 7 years bad luck.
Titanic
sinks. Because, you should always tell people before you're going to shoot them.
Yes, that's basically exactly what he sounds like.
Stars.
And then all of a sudden, Mike Epps pops out. GTA, motherfucker!
Oh, yeah, we're to care about other people's
It's
property.
like
That's
Home
the second
Alone.
time that's happened. That's the second time that's happened.
Yeah, Home Alone
Yeah.
with the statue.
Home Alone copied this movie. God damn.
Sure, this guy's
Dangerous,
some old Western actor too.
dangerous sons of bitches.
I don't bother enough to look. He just looks like some guy who'd be in a Western show.
I wouldn't doubt it if these guys used to act in Western.
Oh, I'm
right now.
sure. They're giving him far too much screen time.
Yeah.
Well, on Amazon you can pause and see the X-ray, but I don't want to pause.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. I like how it does that on Amazon. It'll tell you who's in exactly whatever scene
Yeah,
you're
that's
watching.
really.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can see Sheriff.
And that makes me wonder, does somebody go through every movie that they have streaming and, like, set that up?
Yeah, they must. Oh, gross.
The skull is in here.
Oh my god, is this the Fifth Element?
I
The
don't know if
stars
he
are
can-
in me.
don't know if he can hit as many octaves, but
No.
Oh, it does sound like what's the?
Dr. Claw.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Get you, Gadget.
Next time, Gadget. The golden child must be
It's not the same voice actor, is it?
Yeah, it's
It
Frank,
might have
Frank
been.
Wilker.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
he
it probably was.
Frank Wilker. He basically was he's like a man of 1,000 voices.
Okay.
They said he was Fred from Scooby Doo. He was
Yeah.
Slimer. He did. I guarantee, probably most of the voices you remember from childhood and cartoons.
That's awesome.
It's like Britney Spears from South Park.
That's a great episode.
Oh.
Yeah, like people outside really heard all those gunshots with that stone walls and shit.
Well, the window's open. So,
Yeah, broken more like it.
Remember, yeah. I thought he'd kick your ass.
I'm only gonna bleed to death, Graham.
Oh, what just fucking popped into my head was the last days of Kenny Rogers, and I'm sorry because I love a Kenny Rogers fan, but I kind of feel it was probably something like this. Oh. Oh.
Now cut my head off, steal my power.
It was like the last scene, or it's like that scene in Last Action Hero Put that stupid ticket away.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
You didn't know I was going to say that.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry, kid. I've gotta go do some shooting for Killer Clowns from Outer Space, where I play an old man.
I
who gets
forgot he
killed.
was in that. Holy shit.
Yeah, because it's the whole, where's my Pooh Bear?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to watch that shit tomorrow now.
This thing is wired. Which, a mutual friend of Chris and I, of mine and Chris's, named Kelly, so when we watched that, goes, Jeremiah, that's like an old version of you. We watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Holy shit.
Oh.
I love you, Graham.
I've known you for one day.
Well, it's a day and a half, really. But remember, he's the only real family he's ever met because his parents got murdered by that Slim Whitman or whatever the fuck his name was.
Slim Razor.
Yeah. Slim Whitman was a singer.
That killed all the invading Martians.
Yes.
You. According to Tim Burton.
Yeah. 2, 10.
There's my shotgun.
Oh,
Well, if he can live without
shit.
a head, why can't Gramps and he got shot in the gut?
Oh no!
Oh,
Because
shit,
the
got real.
script, Chris. We've already established this.
Because screenplay.
Yeah. Well, apparently that put him down, so.
I guess you gotta shoot him in the heart.
uh.
Oh, and by the way, fire! All the electric lamps all over that place.
Yeah.
He had the one that was run by kerosene.
Yep. A sweet bear lamp, though, by the way.
all that taxidermy stuff in there is gonna go up in flames,
Yeah.
man.
You know who started that fire? Carol fucking Baskin. That's who did.
That bitch, Carol Baskin.
Killed her husband.
I mean, she did.
Oh.
Huh?
She did.
Yeah. Oh.
She did.
Yeah. Totally. Oh. Old man ass. Grazing his cheek ever so slightly. Bear in mind, Gramps probably shit himself too before he died.
So that's what they say.
Zombie
So that's
turd?
just like right there. That's zombie shit, so it ain't good.
Yeah, okay. Dumbass.
Thing's worth a fortune.
Could have buried him with it, you freaking moron. You guys need a record producer?
Oh.
And a professional drunk?
You can
You can see.
the hand.
You can see the. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the hand.
Yeah.
And I don't speak any English.
Until society. And, you know, the dark side of the story they don't tell you about this is that Charlie actually had, a whole bunch of kids or whatever that he's just abandoning right now.
So this is like the whole Ouroboros thing. He's his own grandfather.
Oh.
See, now that when they read that book, the music for a minute there sounded like those beef commercials.
Yeah, I was gonna say beef. It's what's for dinner.
But like in the beginning when he was looking through the book about the history of the skull and all that, and they're like, oh well, they went to the Aztec, whatevers, and they looked for it, they couldn't find it. It's because it was out in the middle of the friggin' outback somewhere on someone's grave.
Oh God. But no, I guess it's a fun movie to watch. I still I have a good time watching this movie.
Yeah, it's just like a turn your brain off and just have a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, clearly it made a big enough impact on 7-year-old me that I wanted to dress up for Halloween as a dead cowboy. So, and people were people were confused at school. Like, what are you? I'm like, oh, I'm a dead cowboy. Oh.
But I mean, it apparently was popular enough that they made another sequel.
Yeah.
It just turned out that sequel was so bad that they had to change the name.
Yeah. And it had it was Lance Henriksen and Dee Dee Pfeiffer in it.
And Brian James.
Yeah, and that kid who he's a grown man. He was a grown man, but the guy who died recently, the Star Trek guy, had the kidney problems.
Oh, Aaron Eisenberg.
Yeah, he was in that too.
Guy who played Nog on Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Chris Wallace did the creature makeup.
Oh.
He did the makeup for The Fly, the remake of The Fly.
Oh shit! And apparently his brother.
And he directed part 2.
Ugh. That's a shame.
Phil Tippett. And of course Phil Tippett did the stop motion stuff. God damn.
So
Phil Tippett did the stop motion animation for RoboCop.
Oh fuck! That's not. Yeah.
I guess he has levels. Like, pay me this much and you get this kind of quality. You pay me this much and you get this kind of quality. Yep. Special vocal effects. Frank Welker.
Yep. Yep. The man.
Lionsgate. Lionsgate.
Holy shit! Yeah. This is, and to think, years later they'd be contenders.
Yep.
Oh my god.
1987. God damn, I was 12 years old.
I was 6. Ugh. And then 7, I think, when I actually saw it. Ugh.
So technically, the first horror movie I saw in a movie theater.
Oh wow! But yeah, that is it. I probably watch this yearly, at least like around Halloween. This will be something that I'll put on before I go to bed or something like that, or just to have as background noise as I sleep. But no, I guess like I said, it's fun. It's the whole house sort of, well, I would say franchise, but when I say franchise, I mean 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're just fun movies. I mean, it's not like, oh man, because also I think a big part is they know what they are. They're not trying to take themselves too seriously. So,
I mean, even the first one.
Yeah.
I remember they were advertising as being like a straight up horror movie because I remember they showed a lot of the stop motion skeleton monsters and stuff in the commercials that I would see.
Yeah.
Which is why my parents wouldn't let me watch it because they were like, no, it's going to scare the shit out of them. But yeah. They're both like tongue-in-cheek horror comedies.
Yeah, it's probably, and I have a feeling it's probably because Sean Cunningham was like, okay, well, I've done all these Friday the 13th movies that have been just like,
oh, don't worry, Deep Scar Sticks hadn't come out yet.
No. But he's like, I've done all these that are kind of like straight-up horror movies. I kind of want to delve into something else. I'm sure it's probably what his thought process was on these.
Yeah.
So
But,
what are your thoughts, Church, after not having seen this for like 20 years or whatever it was you said?
No, I mean, it pretty much, as I saw it, it all came back to me, and I think it's just a good movie. It's not great, It's fun, just like you said. I think it encapsulates like the quality like B-80s like horror comedy, in a nutshell.
It's not Evil Dead 2, but
Well, and actually, looks like it came out roughly around the same year.
basically, yeah.
Because Evil Dead 2 is at 86, something like that.
I think that was 87.
So roughly around the same time. And yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's just fun. It's fun, and it has like a lot of it's as we saw during the credits, a lot of people who behind the camera went on to do much better stuff. Or more well-known stuff, I should say. And you also had people, you had old Hollywood in there with, what's his face, Royal Dano,
yeah.
So no, it's like, it's meant to be tongue-in-cheek, and just a good time,
It's just kind of weird that, I remember, the reviews this movie got were, scathingly bad.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's like, to me, it's like they just didn't get it. They were
Yeah,
expecting
they just
they're
didn't really
expecting one thing
understand
and
the
got
joke.
something
Yeah.
else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch a movie like this for great acting.
Yeah, they probably were like, oh, I thought this was going to be a horror movie. What is it? Now we have Shaun of the Dead, as you can see the giant poster behind me.
This is not a visual medium, Jeremiah.
Yeah, I know, but on the camera that you guys have, you can see behind me. And if anybody follows me on Instagram or Facebook, they've probably seen that poster. But anyhow,
many times.
yeah. But anyhow, point is, like comedy horror really wasn't an established genre back then, and now it kind of is. Like you have Scary Movie, you have Shaun of the Dead. I'm trying to think of another one. You have like Cabin in the Woods was another one. You could argue is sort of a comedy, but still has some genuine scares and stuff in it. Like now that is a sort of marketable genre. Back then, I don't think it was. I don't think people understood that's what he's trying to do. Yeah,
for sure.
But
I think this movie's more well respected nowadays than it was back then, because otherwise it wouldn't have gotten this like special edition Blu-ray release if nobody gave a crap about it.
Exactly. Yeah. so it's just it was ahead of the curve.
I'm known for like things that I liked as a kid, like especially like when it comes to like the cartoons I used to watch as a kid. Like as an adult, I can't stand them.
Yeah.
And if I can sit there and still laugh at the jokes in this and that, that's saying something.
Yeah. And like I said, the John Ratzenberger cameo alone, if that was just a short film, it's like that's enough. Like if all I ever saw of this movie was just that scene, I'd be pleased.
And on that note,
once again, we want to thank you guys for joining us for House 2 Second Story. Josh, thanks for coming by and taking
absolutely.
this one for us.
Thanks for having me again.
And I say coming by as everybody knows right now, we're all in separate locations. Which please do yourself a favor and practice social distancing. Because we would love to be in the same place again very soon, but we can't do that. So we're doing our part. Please, you do yours. That was the PSA moment of this podcast.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yes. But yeah, remember everybody, please, if you enjoy what you do, if you enjoy what we do, I should say, and enjoy listening to us, follow us, subscribe, and most importantly, what, Chris?
Share?
Share! I think there's like a holiday or something happening this Sunday.
By the time this comes out, that'll be long past.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, a holiday happened, so you should have...
Mother's Day's coming up.
Yes, Mother's Day. And what better way to tell your mother that you love her by showing her a podcast where a guy said fuck stick and made several other sexual
and talking about Ernest Borgnine masturbating.
Yes. That to me that says love, but I have a weird family.
Mother. Gross.
But anyhow, please share, and we will see you guys again very soon.
And don't forget to check out Church's YouTube channel, The Game Grinder.
Oh yes, of course.
You could, or check out the Game Tennis podcast.
Yes. It's good.
Oh, and read Ash's comic book.